Alright lads, this is my first squad builder on the channel. It's a very exciting squad. It's 1 million coins. I know it's quite pricey, but you know, I've got to show you these pricey squads, show you that I'm not a cheapskate. I will be bringing to you some bronze hybrids, some silver hybrids, maybe some gold, silver, bronze mixes, nations. I want to bring you the lot. I'm really pumped for this. I really want to make this channel grow, and I'm going to need your support. So just stay tuned and enjoy, I suppose. I'm going to jump straight in. Going to start in goal. Got Iker Casillas. He's got the glove trait on him. I really like this trait on the goalkeepers. I don't know why. It just seems to be the only one that really makes a difference, I suppose. Casillas has been pushed out of the Madrid team recently with Diego Lopez's form. Quite surprisingly, really. I know Arsenal were linked with him. My club, Arsenal, were linked with him in the summer, but nothing really materialised. But yeah, very good all-round stats in game. Made a few errors, but you know, not to worry, not enough to matter. Alright, so left back, I've started with Leighton Baines. Very, very good, very solid. He's my favourite left back on the game. He's the most well-rounded wing back I've used. He's very good at getting forward, supporting the attacks with the crosses and the passes to the wingers. He's very good, and he tracks back excellently. He's got great pace, better than 80 pace. I think, yeah, 60k I paid for him as well. 80 pace seemed a lot higher, the pace, really. Probably his acceleration had something to do with that. But having a 3-star weak foot on their left back is pretty nice to have as well. But yeah, alongside him, I've got Vincent Kompany, the Belgian monster. He's great. He's so tall, so strong, and so pacey. He muscles defenders off the ball. He's a joy to behold in defence. He's fantastic. Basically, he's probably the best centre back on the game. I'd say one of the best anyway. Next to him, I've got the man himself, Sergio Ramos. He's basically the opposite of Kompany. He's a little whippersnapper. I know he's still 6 foot tall, but when you consider Sergio Ramos, you think a little bit of a dribbler, bit of a passer. He's much better at getting the ball to the midfielders than Kompany. They're both very good defensively. There's a great centre-back pair, and it's probably the best I've used on this FIFA so far. Now, which is quite a bold statement. Even though they've got the dead link between them, they work very well with each other, overlapping, underlapping, you know, supporting each other in the back. Which is really useful when you've got someone like this at right back. You've got Dani Alves. He is crazy. He loves to bomb forward. He's got his little beard going on. He's just crazy. He's a very good player, just not my usual type of right back. Usually I go for the sort of Philip Lahm type players, but he's got his 4-star skills. One of these silky Brazilians. He's got high-low work rates, which wasn't really. It was kind of a problem, but if he got stuck up the pitch, his pace, he got back and he defended, and with the errors that he had defensively, he made up for it with his pace. Absolutely faultless. But yeah, 40k. I mean, a FIFA or so ago at this time, he'd be like 120k, something like that. So 40k is a steal, really, if you think of it like that. The only other right backs you've got really is Maicon, and he's quite slow and sluggish. So it's nice to have that bit of injection of pace in the right back to help with the wingers. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the centre mid. The more attacking side of things, I've got another Barcelona man. I've got Iniesta. Very glad. I'm pleased that he's been moved to the centre mid spot. Last year, left wing, bit sluggish, didn't really get involved as much. But centre mid, he excels. He's a joy to behold in that centre mid. I mean, he feeds the balls through. He's just fantastic. He dribbles through the players, and his 4-star skills, it's just, he sort of weaves in and out of challenges, which is great. Alongside him, I have the man Juan Mata. Don't know why Jose Mourinho doesn't like this guy, but I just find him fantastic, real life and on the game. He's small, very, very small and weak, but the little bit of acceleration, the little burst he can give you in the midfield, the passing, he's just fantastic. He's similar to Iniesta. Those two are very, very similar. That's the only downside, because they're both very weak. It would be nice to have alongside him here. I've got Kompany. What I would prefer is if Kompany was in the centre, you know, in the middle as the anchor man sort of thing, but purely for chemistry reasons, I've had to have Torre on the left hand side of the midfield. Which is a shame. Not the end of the world, because they are all fantastic. They work well together, and Kompany does sort of track back and cover the defensive areas on the pitch. But yeah, anyway, Torre, obviously I've got him further left centre mid. 77 pace, very, very fast. faster than that in game. I've seen, because he's so strong, he sort of muscles his way through and pushes his body forward through the defence, and he likes to pick that pass out to your wingers and your strikers. And the 4-star weak foot really came in handy. Very, very good. But yeah, his work rate defensive high, which is nice because he likes to track back, protect the back four. 79k paid, worth it in my opinion. Very, very strong centre mid. Left wing, I've gone with probably my favourite left wing. It's a strong statement to say, probably one of my favourite left wings on the game. Very similar to my favourite, which is Ribery. He's very, very fast rather, and agile. So strength really isn't as much of a problem as I thought with him, because he likes to. His agility sort of lets him, he does weave his way. I suppose he weaves his way in and out of defence, and his pace lets him shoot forward and get into the attacking areas very well. He's just an incredible left wing, really, because he's even better. I loved him on FIFA 13. He's even better in this FIFA, in my opinion. I did buy the Inform originally, and I was disappointed. It was the same on FIFA 13 as well. The Inform, you're paying an extra 300k or whatever, but you don't really see that much of a difference. I think he plays better, weirdly, as a normal card, because when he's in form, you're forcing the play to him, you're using him as a target man, whereas he might work. It's hard to explain, really, but it's nice to just have him there as an outlet, not as your main man, because I've left that to the striker in this case. But right wing, the underdog of the team with his big ears, Angel Di Maria. I was put off with him at first because he's 2-star weak foot, but you can see there, 15 games, scored 8 and assisted 12. That's fantastic for a right wing. That is really, really good. Really what I didn't expect of him, to be honest. He worked a treat there. Really enjoyed playing with him and Dani Alves linking up on the right wing. Just worked nicely. Worked very nicely indeed. But yeah, 27k paid. Not a bad price, really. But yeah, the main man in this team, as you've seen probably by the thumbnail and the title, is Sergio Aguero. I've gone for the first Inform. Might come to a surprise, might not, but this itself was 539k when I paid for it. I don't know what it is now. It must have gone down a lot with the second Inform coming out, but I couldn't justify spending 1 million coins on him, because he's very good alone. You can see by the stats there, 15 games played, 15 scored, and 8 assists with his 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He's got his high-low work rates as well. And as you can see by the stats there, with his 91 dribbling, 89 pace, and 88 shooting, the standouts, they're just quality. He's got the beat the offside trait as well, I believe. Beat the offside trap trait, I believe. And it really does work a treat in the attacking positions, because you've got the likes of Iniesta, Mata, knocking through the through balls. With the sluggish defensive system on this year's game, it's very easy to just knock the ball over and he's away and he scores. Shoots on sight, he's away, he scores. His strength isn't really an issue. Again, the same with Hazard, because his pace and his agility is very good. And that front three of your Di Marias, your Aguero and your Hazard, they work a treat. They're really, really good. Probably the best attack I've used on the game so far. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the team. You can see that 100 chemistry. I'm not sure what it is without a manager. Yeah, 100, still 100. Yeah, very good team, all strong links. But yeah, I'm gonna, on this squad builder in particular, I'm gonna show the goals with a bit of music on top, more of a chilled sort of outlook. But in future, I might maybe commentate over the goals, maybe build a team and play a couple of live games with a live commentary. Not sure. That's where I need your input, and maybe go on my Twitter, which is Price FIFA. I'll leave it in the top right of the corner, and leave a comment below. I know the Google Plus is a bit messed up recently, but please try your best, because I really need the feedback, just so I can get the best content out there for you guys. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.